right, welcome to Trucks and Other Stuff, where we have fun with trucks, sometimes cars, and always tools. Today, we are finally going to work on the truck. Yes, we're gonna finally put the wheel bearings and the ball joints on my F-250. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a great video. I want to start out by saying that I am not a mechanic. I think I would consider myself a novice mechanic, but not a professional mechanic. So there's gonna be things in this video that you see that are not done correctly. Some I know, and some I don't know. Some of the things I'm gonna be doing might not be technically the way you're supposed to do it, and I already know that. And some things, I'm just stupid, and it's okay. And you can let me know that, I won't get offended. But I'm just gonna show you around, and we're gonna have a good time today working on my truck together. So let's see what I got behind me here. Behind me is a whole cart of boxes. The reason why I have so many boxes is because some of them are parts. This is the part, this is the part, and this is the part. And then, like I say, we like to work with tools. So there's a couple tools that I need to show you. But we're gonna get to that in just a second. First, I wanna remind you of the 1,000 subscriber challenge. So what that is when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away a free light bar to one of my subscribers. So subscribe if you haven't. Keep getting updated about my truck, and we'll enjoy owning an F-250 together. And also don't forget about the links in the description below to the different things that I put on my truck. So don't forget about that, and I'll have a link in the description for a couple of the tools that I'm going to show you today. So let's get right to these boxes. All right, like I said, we have a couple different tools that I'm going to show you, and also I'm going to show you the parts. First, let's look at the parts. So I might have already shown some people this, I don't know. Right here, this box, these, if I can get it open one-handed, I can't, because I was opening it incorrectly. These are my ball joints. Whole set of them there. We'll get those all out in a second. I'll show you once I have everything laid out. We'll set that aside. Also, these are the wheel bearings, so the hub assemblies. They come with new studs, also with a new lock ring, whatever that's called, and a new seal. This goes around, I'll show you in a second. And there's the hub. So we're gonna get that out, set it aside, and there's another one in this box. We're gonna get those out, set it aside, and then I'm gonna show you what's in these boxes. All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look at what we got in these boxes. Well, first, this is the hub assembly. I took it out of the box. This seal, it goes right in here in this groove and seals the outer portion of the hub assembly there. Okay, two boxes. Two things that I think are important. So, first thing is I have this thing for spray painting my parts when I get to them, because I live in an area most of the year, or some of the year, that fights rust. So Rust-Oleum paint is a fixture of what I do, because I don't like to go back. And when you're in places where you usually can't get to those areas from the outside, I like to go in and spray paint them, clean it up, and then spray paint it, make everything look good. Okay, so here's the tool for today. This is a very important tool to do the job correctly. I purchased on Amazon this Astro-Pneumatic Tool Company ball joint service tool. So this particular ball joint service tool allows you to have the adapters for four-wheel drive. That is an important feature because obviously my truck is four-wheel drive. Also important to note is the fact that this is not the cheapest one that you can get on Amazon. I read a few reviews of the cheapest ones, and they weren't the best. This one, it's not Snap-on. It's not at that price level. It's not that much more than the cheap ones, but the reviews are awesome, are really good. This is made for pneumatic tools. It can be used with the impact wrench, so it's not going to fall apart. It does have a warranty. So those are some important things to know. So this tool is going to come very much in handy. And I'm going to go ahead and get all these things out in the open and then show it to you again once they're all out in the cart. So here we go. All right, here's all the goodies. This is one of the hub assemblies. I already showed you that. You get your snap ring, your seal. Comes with studs. These are my ball joints, inner and outer for both sides. My matte spray paint. My ball joint kit. Looking forward to using that. Of course, a utility knife. So those are the different things. Now let me show you something. This is important. You need to know why I'm doing this project in the first place. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this or not. We're out here at my truck now. You can see my nicely painted springs. But see if I can get steady. You might be able to hear it, or maybe possibly you can see it. But I got a little wiggle back and forth. That, if I leave it go, it's going to wear this inside of the tire. I don't want to do that. And also it's going to be unstable and eventually get worse and worse and worse and be unsafe. I have the same problem on the other side. Don't know if you can hear or see that, but it's wiggling way too much. I mean, it's not supposed to wiggle at all. So that is why I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and get the wheels off the front here and start disassembly. And I'll try to show you along the process as we go. Again, this is my 2005 F-250. Recently, we put a gooseneck hitch in it. That was a fun project. Anyway, we're going to get to that so this video isn't too long. And we're going to have some fun. Here we go. All right, we now have the brakes off, rotors, calipers. We're now here to the hub assembly itself. Before we take off this, there are a couple things that we have to do. So I have this Torx head. So you can see that. It's a T25 for these 6 bolts on the outside of my worn hubs here. I think it's a different size for the factory ones, but that's okay. I believe they still are Torx heads. I put these on because my old ones, the factory ones, busted. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not worried about doing it correctly. Some of the things correctly, which I'll tell you later about. So we got to take these 6 bolts off, take this assembly out. That's a little bit of a process. I'll show you when it's done. And then retaining this thing on here is snap ring, which I showed you the new one. But these are snap ring pliers. And you have to have very deep ones. Short, stubby ones are not going to work. It's way back in here that you have to reach. So just a tip there. Make sure whatever snap ring pliers you're using, they're long. They extend really far into the hub because there's not much room in there, and it's really deep. So remember that. I'll show you again once we have this hub assembly off. It shouldn't be too hard because I've replaced these before. That's another story. I'll tell you another time. Here we go. As we move along here, I got the snap ring off, but I want to see how far, show you how far it is in there. These are long snap ring pliers, and they're just about maxed out their reach. You can see the snap ring in there. Comes right out with the right tool. Now that I let go of the correct tool, I can still get it off here. Whoop. There she is. It's off. Now this hub assembly will come off. I have the locking mechanism. I have that in a bucket of oil because they like to get dry. So that's something to remember too. It's a good thing to do. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take off this hub assembly, and then we're going to work our way towards getting those ball joints out. Right now I'm going to put some penetrating oil on them so that while we're working, we are able to soak them, and they'll come off easily when we get to them. So here we go. All right, guys, so this is where I'm at. A little bit of difficulty getting here, but it was because I was doing something stupid, which is typical. Anyway, this is the knuckle from the driver's side, steer knuckle. I have the upper, oops, goes in there, and the lower out, goes right in there. So they're both out, so just one side. Still have to do the other side. What I did wrong was make sure you pressing the ball joint the right direction. For some reason, I thought the lip was on this side, but it's actually on the actual knuckle side. If you see that. It's on the ball joint knuckle side, rather. So, don't be stupid. Don't do what I did. And you won't have problems. Anyway, I'm going to get the other one off. I'm going to power wash them, and then I'm going to spray paint them as best I can to make them look pretty. So we're going to try to do that, get everything cleaned up nicely, and get on our way. So here you go. All right, things are going pretty well. We now have all the ball joints out, as you can see, from both sides. I power washed the knuckles and use a little brake clean to clean them off. Now I'm going to take some of my matte black and I'm going to make them look pretty. So I'll let you see that in just a second when I finish. All right, with the light of a flashlight, we are about done. Well, we're done for the night, and this is the done for the video anyway, because I have one side on. As you can see, it's all back together except for the tie rods. Ooh, hard to get this thing to focus right now. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had to make my own tool to press in the seal, the axle seal. Wasn't too hard. Once I got it taken care of, I just cut off a pipe that was the right size and took care of that. Let's see, I got a bunch of stuff painted in here, so it looks a lot better, and I'm happy with that. Let's see, what else did I run into? Problems. I tried to put the ball joints on the wrong way a couple times. Not actually the wrong way, I just was using the tool incorrectly. Be creative with the tool, but don't break it. It's pretty hard for it to break, so I would recommend being creative with the ball joint tool that you have. There's many different ways to do it correctly and to do it safely. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit of creativity. So, like I said, this side is done. Hub's all installed and everything like that. The other side is not done. We'll go ahead and scoot over to that side. This side is ready to be done. I've got a bunch of parts sitting there. I got the axle itself painted here on the end, and it's ready to go back together. The ball joints are pressed in, and I have everything I need to finish the job. So this sort of gives you a before and after picture like this. I'm gonna have to connect the, like I said, the tie rod ends, and yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, and that's gonna finish it for this video. Again, if you're new, please subscribe. Hit the like button if this was helpful. I hope it was. Please comment. You could tell me if I did it wrong. That's okay. I'm not bothered. And like I said, I'm not claiming to be a mechanic. Just enjoying doing my own work and learning along the way. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day.